often get questions, like I'm not joking, we get questions about living in Italy and how was our PCS. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video.
It's my hubs.
Okay, question number 1. How long was the flight and where did you fly out of?
Alright, so it was kind of a bit of a hassle to get my flight from Atlanta because I'm originally from Tampa, Florida, so they were trying to send me from Tampa and her from Tampa, and she lived in North Carolina.
I was in North Carolina, but then remember we moved to Atlanta.
Yeah, so it was kind of crazy. Like, I was like, look, my wife is in Atlanta. Why are you guys gonna pay more money for us to, ship out of Dallas, Texas, or even go to New York? Where was it? Like, it was another country or city that we were gonna fly out of instead of Atlanta, which is right there. So I bought my ticket to Atlanta, and then we ended up flying from Atlanta to Italy. So the question was, where'd you fly out of, and how long did it take?
It's a 12-hour flight?
I think it was like a 13 to 14-hour flight.
We left Atlanta at 5 p.m. and we got to Italy at 9 a.m. But then there's a 6-hour time difference. So,
how long is that?
You're the math person.
So we left at what?
5
p.m. So that's 7 hours to 12 o'clock midnight. We ended up.
And we got here at 9 a.m.
And it's a 6 o'clock. It's a 6-hour. Yeah, it was like 12 to 14 hours. Just expect to be jet lagged for like 2 weeks. But it was fine. I'm from Tampa, Florida, so when we actually got here, I was like, are we in Florida still? Because the weather was exactly the same. It was hot, it was humid. It just felt like Florida. It was unreal.
Okay, question number 2. What did you do once you landed in Venice Marco Polo? So our phones, we had to connect to airport Wi-Fi to let family know that we had arrived. And then I had booked us the shuttle from Marco Polo, like the airport, to base.
Right.
And that was an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was like an hour and 15, an hour and 30.
And that was pretty cool. The guy had, like in the movies, like when you get picked up by a shuttle company, they have like your name on like a sign.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about the TLF arrangements. Do you want me to take this one?
Go for it.
Okay, so the shuttle took us from Marco Polo Airport to base. So we needed your orders, both of our copies of our IDs, because I have my ID, I have my military ID, but it wasn't registered to this overseas base. So we couldn't just have the shuttle going. Also, the shuttle guy, he didn't have a military ID, so we need to stop and check all that stuff. And we have 4 bags of luggage, like oversized luggage with us, because that's all they let you take, because they've shipped all of our stuff from the storage unit in Atlanta, and that's why I came here. So TLF arrangements, they had us pay in 10-day intervals.
Expect your sponsor to already have your TLF already booked for you, or at least held for you.
It wasn't. Our sponsor didn't do that.
Right. Our sponsor didn't do that. Thank God I have an amazing wife that does a lot of stuff, and is very independent when it comes to these types of stuff. So
like
she ended up booking the TLF ahead of time. So thank God to her, because we wouldn't have had a place to stay if it wasn't for her. But yeah, your sponsor's supposed to have that already taken care of, so that all you have to do is go to TLF, get your room card, and then go to your room.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. But yeah.
So TLF here in Aviano, they had 4 hotels, I want to say, and they're fairly large, and one of them is pet TLF, because people are flying with their cats, dogs. I think that's all you can, like a fare or nothing. So they had that one building dedicated to pets. Thank God, because I didn't want to be in a hotel with like
dogs.
Yeah,
in general.
So what needed to happen for you guys to get fully settled during your overseas PCS?
First and foremost, don't take the back road and do everything in a rush. Do everything beforehand. If you get your wife, if you are married, if you're single, then you don't have to worry about this. But if you're married, make sure you do EFNP. Make sure you have everything squared away as far as her getting her documents, her getting her sojourn, her no-fee government passport, and her, what else did you need to do? It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. But make sure you get that stuff done because it's gonna be easier for you in the long run in order to PCS with your spouse. So just get it done.
So that was before we even left Atlanta. I was sending back and forth documents to where you were at in Texas. And because I don't like tummy time. Look, he's fine. So when we got here to fully settle in Italy, you're gonna need to set up your PO box because you need your mail. Get all your documents already taken care of, except your sojourn.
Are you tired? Okay. He said, I want to stand up, Daddy. And fall forward.
So PO box, you need to get a rental car because your car won't be shipped yet. You need to. What else?
I suggest if you're coming to Italy or coming to another city or state, make sure you know about the rental situations. On base, they're gonna try to charge you a
astronomical rate.
But on the economy or in Italy, like there's a rental place that we went to. It's called Economy Rental. I strongly suggest that unless you are gonna just pay for a car off the bat. But yeah, it was pretty good for us. We ended up paying every month. We'll pay like what?
It was
lot.
$400 a month.
Yeah, it was like $400 a month for a rental car, and we did that for 2 months, I believe. And then I got a car, and then shortly after, I bought her 2007 Chevy.
So getting travel arrangements, so that you just talked about that. And then finding a house. So said there's a couple websites to look at houses beforehand. I was here. All that moving.
I'm sorry, buddy. Sorry, guys. He kind of split up a little bit.
A rhythm.
He split up a little bit.
He's trying to eat. Look at that. Okay. So finding your house, there's the websites that I just talked about, and then you'll want to meet with either the realtors or meet with the landlords. So we looked at 2 houses, and this was the second house, and we're just like, you know what? We don't want to exceed the 30-day TLF maximum, so we picked this one because originally we came like, oh, you know, we're not having kids, and we're making this video now with Carter, so clearly that didn't last too long. So finding your place and then shopping, whether you want to do grocery shopping on the commissary or, you know, the markets that the northern Italy has and their grocery stores. So how long after moving did your furniture arrive?
I would say a month.
It was, I think we got here on the day before my birthday, July 20th, and our furniture arrived August 30th.
Right, which is
So it was a month
like
and 10 days.
No, it was like
I have a picture that says August 30th.
Yeah, but we ended up moving into this place August 10th.
How long did yours take after
Okay.
furniture arrived?
Oh, total, yeah, it was a month and a half. What shocked you most about living in Italy? Honestly, for me, it's the ability to be able to travel to another country that's 4-hour drive. Back in the States, a 4-hour drive will get me from Tampa to Miami. That's crazy, right? Yeah, you'll be in a different country in 4 hours.
In 2 hours, you'll be in Slovenia.
In 2 hours,
Austria.
in 2 hours you'll be in Slovenia. In 4 hours you'll be in Austria. In 4 hours you'll be in Croatia. Like, there's a lot to do in Italy. Just travel as much as you can.
So I think what shocked me most about living in Italy, you say traveling, I say the lack of 24-hour capitalist culture. In the States, you can literally go to Walmart 24 hours, you can go to McDonald's 24 hours, you can go to Denny's, Waffle House, you can do anything that you need is 24 hours. Pharmacy, like CVS pharmacy, 24 hours. Italy is literally, you catch them between 8 to 11 a.m., 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. until 8 p.m. because they need that nap in between. Oh yeah, they drink, they go home during their lunch break. They don't just sit in the break rooms or anything. They genuinely enjoy life, I would say, more than America does, because they are focused on more family days. Well, they have family days. Then what do you miss most about the States other than family? That would be my same answer of the not fast food, but the ability, the 24-hourness of if I want to. Yeah, I miss Chipotle. I miss Wendy's 444s. But also I miss Walmart. I miss having here if I need if I need to shop at 4 different stores to get what I could get at just a Walmart stop. To me, that's ridiculous.
We are in Italy, so it's different here. But
What do you miss?
I can say that the thing that I miss the most, honestly, is Foot Locker, Champs, all of that, and as far as like basketball shoes and whatnot. Other than the fast foods, the necessities that we need, as far as like going to Walmart and whatnot, Wendy's, Chipotle, Checkers, fries.
Yeah, those are good.
Chick-fil-A. They don't have Chick-fil-A. They don't got Chick-fil-A here. Like, but they got a Hard Rock Casino that's an hour and 30 minutes away. So
it's not the same.
It isn't the same, but it's something similar to the States. So
when you have visitors, what are some things that you do to show them around? You just farted. When visitors come, like my mom and sister came this summer, we made sure to go to Lake Barches. I took my sister to Venice twice. That's a big, it's the closest major tourist attraction near us. We've taken a couple's trip down to Rome before.
That was fun.
So Lake Barches is the closest thing to us. I like to take them to the grocery stores and the markets that we have because that's different. It's going to a farmer's market back home. So I think that should show them life in Italy and how much of a slower pace it is. Even our downtown is not like downtown Atlanta. It's significantly different. It's the Italian slow pace. This was the question for me. How was spouse life different from children life in the military? So my mom's retired Air Force, but she got out when she had me. So I never got that. We moved around from city to city, but not on military bases. But we do have family who has lived that dependent child life in the military. So for me, it's more about handling paperwork. Like your parents shield you from doing all the paperwork that spouses now handle. But I think that comes with the innocence of childhood versus the realities of adulthood. So the paperwork, having to recertify things, like we have to get our cars checked every year, have to pay road taxes, that stuff that we're now handling as the adults that Carter just has to be at new schools and make friends. If you re-enlist when you have your 2-year anniversary this month too.
Yeah, at the end of this month I'll be 2 years into the Air Force.
So that would be the only thing.
2 months later I'll be senior.
Fingers crossed.
E4 club, let's get it.
So that's the only thing, that's the main questions that we have, that we get about moving to Italy. We hope this video helps even one person with their overseas PCS, because this was our first time living together, first duty station, and it happened to be Aviano, Italy, overseas station. And it was a big undertaking, but we're successful at it, so high five. So that ends this video. Bye.
Bye.